back to my channel. My name is Kayla. I like to tell scary stories that I find fascinating on the internet. So if you enjoy that type of content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that notification bell if you want more of this kind of content. And let's just get into it. Today's story is 5-word sentencing, so maybe shorter. Okay. Scary stories in 5 words. Yep, so. Just saw my reflection blink. Living alone, toilet seat warm. There's a skeleton inside of you. Alone in bed, blanket shifts. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. You didn't kill that spider. And it enjoys watching you sleep. My shadow walks past me. Zombies learn to use guns. I'm trying to make this scary, sorry. 10 missed calls from Mom. Swimming. Something touched my foot. Your internet history is public. Last person alive hears knocking. It was a cannibal snowman. The door was just closed. Freddy is outside your window. Everyone you know will die. The clown called your name. Text from boyfriend. I'm dead. The devil wants your soul. A dingo ate my baby. Calls came from inside the house. Why is one knife missing? Not paranoid. They're after me. If they wake up, one. Her heart stopped. She didn't. Wife screams at her funeral. You awake suddenly, buried alive. Home alone. Smell strange fart. Okay, that's it. If you guys like that story, please give it a thumbs up. So it was kind of short, but yeah, hit that like button. My name is Kayla. I like telling scary stories I find fascinating on the internet. So if you enjoy that content, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and on to the next. I'm chewing on ice, and we're going on to our second story, which is called Giant Spider. Ooh, it's a true scary story. Ooh. Okay, alright. Ooh, I like that. Okay. The Giant Spider is a true scary story about 2 mysterious deaths in an elevator. This tale was reported as a real incident in Turkish newspapers, and it appeared in a book about the unexplained, but there is no way to tell how true it really is. The event supposedly happened in 1990 in a part of Russia that is now in the Ukraine. There's a picture of a giant spider here. In a bad part of town, the police were called in to investigate a mysterious death. A man was found dead in an elevator. He was slumped against the wall, and there was 2 holes in the back of his neck. His skin was pale white, and all the blood had been drained from his body. The most puzzling thing about it was that there is no blood stains in the elevator, no fingerprints, and no signs of forced entry. I think that was my AC. Things took another bizarre turn 1 month later when a 13-year-old girl was found dead in the same elevator with 2 identical puncture wounds in her throat. Her body had also been sucked dry of blood. Rumors began to spread around the area that there was a vampire on the loose. The people who lived in the building were in a panic and refused to use the elevator. The police were under pressure to get to the bottom of the mysterious death, So they staked out the apartment. A detective and a sergeant were posted inside the elevator, riding it up and down for days. On the third day, the elevator suddenly shuddered to a halt, and the lights went out. Two men were plunged into darkness. They pulled out their flashlights and contacted their colleagues by radio to let them know that they were trapped. There was a long silence. Then they heard a strange click, click, click sound. It seemed to be coming from the roof of the elevator. Their hearts began beating fast as they realized something big was crawling around up there. That's when they noticed a hole in the roof where a panel was falling away. The detective aimed his flashlight up at the gap and had to fight back sheer terror when he saw something peer through. It was a small, hairy head the size of a fist with 8 black, shiny eyes. The sergeant was claustrophobic and also had a deathly fear of spiders. He flew into a panic and dropped his flashlight. Suddenly, the enormous spider sprang into the elevator and landed on the sergeant's face. It sank its jaws into his cheek and started sucking out his blood. Ugh. The sergeant was screaming, and for a moment, the detective was paralyzed. Then he took out his gun and aimed and fired. The first shot blew off one of the spider's hairy legs. The sergeant stopped screaming, and his body collapsed to the floor. The wounded creature raced up to the wall. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. And the detective could feel its bristly hairs as it rushed past him and escaped out of the hatch. Okay, someone's over. Okay. When the colleagues managed to open the doors of the elevator, they found the nightmare scene. The sergeant's corpse lay slumped against the wall, and the traumatized detective was curled up in the corner. The army was called in, and they destroyed the spider with a flamethrower, but then they discovered that it had laid eggs at the top of that elevator shaft. Russian authorities moved quickly to hush up the incident, but news leaked out in a Turkish newspaper which claimed the giant spider was mutated by radioactive fallout from, I can't pronounce that word, Chernobyl, Chernobyl, nuclear plant disaster. The Russians denied this and claimed the story was an exaggeration. Is the story true? There's no way to tell for sure, but it's something to think about if you're ever stuck in an elevator. Ooh, okay, that was really, really creepy. I hope you guys like it. So, yeah.